Hi, I'm Selena, and this is Peliculectura. Watching films is often regarded as an escape from reality through the means of entertainment. But more often than not, these films not only intend to entertain, but also tell stories that can resonate with its audience. Cinema is often utilized as a window into society, culture, philosophy, and theology. Often, filmmakers leave subtle messages that can also be seen as the core ideas of the film. But some films have deeper meanings into their stories, for they have used their film as an allegory. According to the Oxford Dictionary, an allegory is a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. Merriam-Webster refers to it as the expression by means of symbolic fictional figures and actions of truths or generalizations about human existence. An allegory is a story within a story. It has a surface story and another story hidden underneath. There are many common stories that we tell which have allegorical meanings. In most allegories, the hidden story usually tackles complex subjects that can be hard to understand if told directly. This is often seen in stories for children because allegories often aim to teach lessons or help people digest complex ideas and concepts. An example is the story of Icarus. Icarus fashions wings for himself out of wax, but when he flies too close to the sun, his wings melt. This story is a message about the dangers of reaching beyond our powers. In cinema, filmmakers use allegories as vehicles to provide a greater, deeper commentary on the world in a deeper and more meaningful manner. Cinema is a visual medium. Storytelling can go beyond words and tell stories through a visual language. Cinematically specific techniques such as camera angles, framings, mise-en-scène, and coloring of the shots can present information to its audience that can evoke different interpretations. Interpretations from symbolism and metaphors are used to provide the cultural and social context of the story. In Mike De Leon's film Batch 81, he used the film as an allegory of violence, oppression, and toxic masculinity, depicting graphic violence in campus fraternities as a microcosm of the Marcos dictatorship in the Philippines. Batch 81 is about 7 neophytes' lives as they strive to enter a Greek letter fraternity through a difficult hazing process. The entire experience is seen through the eyes of one of the neophytes. The violence depicted in the film more or less reflects the era's violent and oppressive milieu. An analysis from Philip Jamilla noted how the alpha and the omega are the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet respectively, and is often used to denote infinity. Thus, their placement between kappa, more or less denoting kapatiran or brotherhood, alludes to the fraternity slogan, which the neophytes often recite throughout the film. Ang simula at wakas ay kapatiran. Jamila also states how the fraternity acronym spells ako, or I, as fraternities, like any social group, promise members a sense of identity and belongingness. However, this also points to the egocentric ideology of patriarchy, and as men joining fraternities fall prey to this ideology, they ironically lose their sense of self, free will, and identity, killing the ako, as neophytes now turn into oppressors themselves, whipping the paddles once used on them as they lead the initiation rites of the next batch, further driving the film's commentary on fascism and dictatorship. There was a particular scene in the film where the neophytes were made to perform an adaptation of Cabaret, a musical set during the rise of the Nazis in Germany. The swastika is prominently displayed on stage, highlighting the fascist nature of the fraternity. The scenes where the neophytes were forced to strip, blindfolded, and beaten up while being interrogated resembles the experiences of political detainees during martial law. In one particular scene, Ronnie Rojas Jr. is tied to an electric chair and forced to answer questions when he expressed a desire to leave the fraternity. Overseeing the torture session was none other than his own father, a founding member of the fraternity. It was in this scene where martial law was mentioned once throughout the entire film, when Ronnie Sr. asked his son,
Ang martial law nakabuti sa taong bayan. Tama o mali?
Allegories have been used in many cultures for centuries. They are used to teach lessons, explain moral concepts, and show the author's views on certain situations. People often use allegories in order to understand the world around them, be it politics, technology, religion, or moral and ethical problems that are relevant to our society. So, the next time you watch a film, why not think to yourself and ask, is this film trying to say something deeper than it actually seems?